Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, and this is gonna be the episode 3 of the placement series. In this, I will be talking about the company Deloitte, and I would suggest you to watch the video till the end so that you don't miss out anything. So without any further delay, let's begin with the video. So first of all, hi Netaliya, thank you so much for coming in the channel. So let's begin with the intro of yours.
I am Netaliya Ahmed. I'm currently pursuing BTech in Electronics and Communication for Senior Analyst, and I recently got placed in Deloitte-USI for the role of analyst.
Okay, moving, that was pretty much good to know about you. And first of all, congratulations for getting selected in Deloitte.
Thank
Okay, so let's move forward with the procedure part. Okay, before that, let's talk about the eligibility criteria. What was it? Right.
Okay, so as far as I remember, the eligibility criteria was very simple. We just need to have a CGPA above 7 and 12th and 10 percentage above 70%. No backlogs, correct backlogs. And that was it.
Okay, cool. Now moving forward to the interview part, like how many rounds were there, and we will be talking about each and every round.
So firstly, I think we shortlisted us on the basis of our resume. That there was the online assessment round. It consisted of aptitude questions, HTML questions, basic questions based on Excel sheet and PowerPoint, and there were 2 coding questions. That was all about the online assessment round. And then the next stage was the interview round. We were expecting for there to be around 2-3 rounds, but there was just 1 round. And for some people, they were asking HR questions, purely HR questions, mixed with a little bit of technical questions. And for some, it was just pure technical round, only questions based on coding and the stuff you've mentioned in your resume.
So any particular... Okay, sorry, yeah, continue.
It's okay. Yeah, so that was it. There were no other rounds. After the interview round, they told us about the results.
Okay, so talking specifically on the first round, so how were the questions, like difficulty level of the aptitude and all, and what kinds of questions were they generally asking related to time, work, all that type of thing you can tell?
Yeah, so the most common aptitude questions were there, like time, work, distance, coding, decoding, letters, and all of that stuff. There were also questions on HTML. So I'm not exactly used to the whole HTML thing. So I found it a little difficult, but they were very basic questions. Like, I think if you have the knowledge of even the basics of computer science, you will be able to crack it. And then there was a coding round in which there was one SQL question and one just basic programming question. You could choose your preferred language.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was only able to pass half of the test cases for the SQL question, but the programming one, I chose my language as Python, and I was able to pass all the test cases, and it worked well. There were not many questions. I think there were only around 40 questions, and you were given a time of 1.5 hours. It was enough, more than.
Were you able to navigate between the questions?
No restrictions on that. Yeah.
So how did you prepare for your aptitude? Any particular website or any YouTube channel that you preferred mostly, or it would be helpful for the viewers?
So I had recently taken up this course. I actually found it through my friend who was also doing the course. They have a page on YouTube, and it's called Anushasan, like Mera Placement Hoga, batch ka naam.
Okay.
So it cost around 10,000 rupees, but they give you a guarantee that within 4 months you will get placed. And they teach you everything from aptitude, like every single topic from aptitude to coding and everything, whatever will be useful for your interviews. And they'll already take mock interviews, they'll verify your resume, like every single thing that you could use for cracking an interview. So I had taken up that course 20 days back before I got placed, and I just needed a course because I wanted to be accountable to someone, because it's such a to follow. SAB, I was studying, but कहाँ से पढ़ना है, क्या पढ़ना है, कितना पढ़ना है, वो ऐसा समझ नहीं आता है. तो इसलिए I took up that course and it helped. I think it helps. Yeah, just 1 hour a day and you won't be given homeworks and they take tests weekly and stuff like that. So ये सब I was doing. उसी से I think Deloitte के online test से कुछ दिन पहले I had given like the interviews for fractal. I went till the last round and I was totally expecting कि ये तो हो गया, crack हो गया. But then I did not get selected. So I got really upset and I, like by the time Deloitte came, I was just like, okay, we'll just see what happens. I don't want to stress too much. I took like a lot of stress for practical and I do not want to do the same thing again. So I was just like, I wasn't even expecting to get shortlisted after the online assessment. When the shortlist came, it was a surprise. So yeah, but so after the shortlist came, I went on Google. I searched like the common questions that the people from Deloitte usually ask for interviews. And I got a lot of references from Glassdoor. There's a site called Glassdoor. People put up their experiences and stuff. So I got. So they had put up a lot of questions that Deloitte people usually ask. I went through each one of them and I studied all of those questions. I had already learned a lot. So for like 1 day before the interview, I only focused on those questions the people had mentioned. That I did. That was all the preparation I did. And then the next morning, it started with the PPT, like pre-placement, presentation. So after that, we didn't really know. Nobody had told us how many rounds they were going to be. Like 3 hoga, HR, technically kya hoga. Nobody had told us. But we were expecting at least 3 rounds, 1 technical and 1 HR.
Correct.
So I was scheduled to be the first person जिसका interview होगा. तो yeah. So I didn't even have anyone जिससे जाके पूछ सकूँ कि भाई क्या पूछा था उससे interview. So anyway, I was just very casual about the whole thing. I was just like, I'll give my best. होगा देख. So interview started at around 10:45 a.m. Like my interviewer was very nice, was very chill. I was a little nervous, but she was very chill. She was just telling me to, just relax, no worries. Even if I was fumbling or she could tell I was nervous, but she was very calming and relaxing. So it started with my introduction. She asked me to introduce myself. And then she went through my CV. She asked me if I have any projects, ongoing projects or whatever projects I had done in the past. So I had like 2 projects I had done, but they were not related to programming and anything. They were mostly EC relevant projects. So I just told her about the name and I asked her if she wanted me to elaborate those things. But she wasn't really interested in those because I think she was looking for something programming related. And then I had mentioned 3 coding languages in my CV for technical proficiency. They were C, Python, and SQL. So she asked me like which programming languages I felt comfortable with. I told her that C and SQL I felt most comfortable with, but Python also I can do. Like I could not mind Python. So then she asked me to rate myself on like how.
Scale of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. C and Python. Then for C and Python, she asked me to rate myself. So I told her that for C, I would rate myself 4 out of 5. And then for Python, I would rate myself 3 out of 5. Then she went on to ask me about C, like very basics. What are tokens? What are keywords? Built-in functions. Yeah. So the first question was about keywords, I think, and I told her about keywords and everything. Then she asked me about tokens. So I didn't exactly know what tokens were. So I took my time and then I told her, ma'am, I don't think I'm aware of this, but I'll look into it. I just wanted to show her that, that I'm willing to learn.
Correct.
Yeah.
So in short, 1 second. In short, like it's not necessary to answer each and every question. Rather than you should be like honest with the interviewer ki, okay, if I don't know, I will work upon it, rather than saying the wrong answers or just taking the time. It's not the correct way, right? Okay.
So around 10 p.m. we got another text in the group saying that there will be another round for the shortlisted students. So be ready, and like we're sending the shortlist in a few minutes. So like it was around 10 p.m. I was like, पहली बात तो 10 बजे रात के कौन लेता है ये?
True.
साथ ही लाइक ठीक है चलो देख लेंगे, तो भैया तो खाना छोड़ के एक तो बहुत so scared कि like okay अभी like she just told me that there will be only one round and now they're telling me that there will be another round. I wasn't even prepared. Yeah.
Correct.
So like खाना छोड़ के जो भी I got ready and I sat in front of my computer, and then they sent the short list. So like there were around 42 people in the short list, and I started looking for my name from the middle कि बीच से नीचे जाता है कि like usually वैसे ही होता है, या तो नीचे होता है या तो बीच में कहीं होता है, और कहीं भी I couldn't find my name anywhere, and I was like oh okay नहीं हुआ,
Done. खत्म नहीं हुआ.
हाँ खत्म. So I was like कि ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, देखते हैं किस का हुआ है. तो फिर I started looking for like सबका नाम ऊपर से, and then I found my name there. I was like oh shit हो गया.
हो गया finally.
Exactly. I was like very happy but also very scared because there was going to be another round. So फिर like तैयार वैयार होके sat in front of one computer and they sent the link. All 42 of us joined. There were I think 2 officials from 2 or 3 officials from Deloitte, and they were looking very serious, and they started with this that we have all called you here to tell you guys that all of you guys that have been shortlisted have been selected. Like, and this whole thing was a prank. Their words. This whole thing was a prank. They were like so relieved. Every single one of us who had joined, we were all smiling because we were so relieved. And then I think for the next 10 minutes, they all told us more about Deloitte, like what the process forward is going to be like. And then they asked us if we had any questions for them. A few of us asked them questions. We asked them if like, do we still need to, like what would they suggest us to do in this 1 year before we joined Deloitte? And the only suggestion was that, do not stop learning. Focus on your college, focus on your studies, but do not like forget all about what you've learned, and like इतना सा पढ़ के जो यहाँ तक आए हो उसको छोड़ना हुआ तो उसको पढ़ते हैं. Yeah, then that was it. Like खत्म हुआ. I called my parents. I told them it was a great day. That night and the next day was great. Yeah.
Netaliya, one question. Like you told me, right? You were rejected from Fractal, right? So we faced many rejections, right, during the placement time. So how to tackle with those rejection parts? क्योंकि it gets sometimes really hectic कि यार दोस्तों का हो रहा है, people are getting placed, मुझे placement ही नहीं मिल रही, I'm sitting. So how you tackle that situation, and after Fractal giving 200% in Fractal, then also not getting selected, and then again building up the mind कि okay, I will give another interview. So how you prepare yourself for that?
What I like before the placement season started, and even after the whole thing started, I would tell myself that rejection to आएगा. There is no way कि like first interview दिया और back हो गया.
Correct.
And like placement, like it goes on for 1 whole year. That is a very long time, and there's no guarantee कि तुम्हारा कब होगा. So if you've not prepared yourself for rejection, it is going to be a very long 1 year. Like.
Correct.
Yeah, like और ऐसा भी नहीं कि rejection एक दो आएगा. You don't know कितने rejections आएंगे. Maybe like rejection पे rejection आएगा. But yeah, so like you have to accept that. You cannot escape the whole thing. You have to just tell yourself कि आने ही वाला है, prepared रहना है. उसके बाद it is obvious after like you face rejection that you will be sad. Like इंसान है, feel तो होगा ये, sad तो होंगी. But you cannot give up because you never know कि like कौन सी कंपनी आने वाली जिसमें हमारा हो जाएगा. तो like अपनी तरफ से तो जितना हो सकता है करना ही है. पूरी completely give up करके नहीं कर सकते हैं.
Like in short, taking it as an experience key for betterment of your own self, right?
Yeah.
Like you were talking about much about your resume, right? Your interviewer were mostly focused on what you put inside your resume. So any tips that you will be giving key, okay, that you kept in your mind during making your own resume?
Yeah, so resume, I think पहले I had mentioned a lot of things कि ये elective किया है, ये coding language किया है, ये certification किया है, वो सब डाल रखा था. But फिर I think my brother told me that तुम डूब जाओगी ये सब करोगे. So like only mention the languages and certifications that you can talk about, जिसके बारे में you know, because हर interview में like I don't think CV के बाहर कुछ भी they ask. They'll only ask you about your
Correct.
projects, only about the languages you've written, certifications you've done, curricular activities you have done. Like उसके बाहर कुछ भी नहीं आता है. So
Correct.
if you mention something that you're not like thorough with, तो like गया इंटरव्यू गया, तुम like जो लिखे हो तुम उसके बारे में नहीं बता पा रहे हो, तो फिर
Correct.
तो लाइक तुम्हारे बारे में भी काफी कुछ कहता है ना कि तुम किस तरह के
Correct.
इंसान. Yeah.
Honesty is the first most
Exactly.
priority thing. Right?
Exactly. So it does not matter if you've only mentioned a few languages. किसी का बहुत ज्यादा होगा बट तुम्हारा कम है. It does not matter. Just like जो
Correct.
लिखा है उसके बारे में सब कुछ आना चाहिए.
Any other than the resume tips, कोई ऐसी tips जो if you would have known earlier, it would be a better thing for you, or you might have done much better in your time. Any such tips that you will be giving?
I would say कि confidence is very very important. Like even though you feel nervous inside, अंदर से बिल्कुल बहुत फट रही है कि क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा.
Correct.
बाहर से you cannot show it. इंटरव्यू पर तुम्हारी पर्सनालिटी देखनी है कि like okay, technical knowledge is necessary, but your personality also plays a very big part. क्योंकि they know okay, they're going to teach you a lot of things, so you're not supposed to know every single thing. So
Like
just
pressure handling can be the stuff which they mostly check.
exactly like क्योंकि office के environment में तो you'll be dealing with a lot of different situations. So you will need a good personality to deal with everything. So just like fake it till you make it, even if you're not confident. Just pretend like you're confident, but not let it show on your face that you're feeling nervous. Yeah. और like उनको I feel like interview को हमेशा यही दिखाना है कि you're always willing to learn. Like तुमसे बड़ा learner इस दुनिया में नहीं है.
Correct.
अच्छी चीजें दिखानी है और नेगेटिव उनको कुछ भी नहीं दिखाना. इवन दो यू फील कुछ नेगेटिव है लाइफ में या तुम्हारी पर्सनालिटी में, you cannot show it to the interviewer. You're supposed to sell yourself to the interviewer. कि
Correct.
like तुमसे अच्छा कोई नहीं है.
बेचने आना चाहिए खुद को.
Exactly.
True. That's the main point, you said. Okay, so I guess with this we sum up everything from the eligibility criteria to the placement procedure. And Netaliya told in a very detailed and a very good way ki how you should be preparing, all the tips, tricks. She told in a very, what should I say, elaborative way. So I guess all your doubts related to the placement procedure of Deloitte specifically is now cleared out. And if you have any queries related to the stuff related to if you are really into Deloitte or Deloitte is a company that you are looking for, I will be giving Netaliya's LinkedIn profile in the description part. You can surely go and have a connect with her. She would be really happy to help you guys out there. And if you have any queries related to the other stuff, you can comment in the comment section, or you can connect us with our on Telegram as well as on our Instagram pages. So with this, don't forget to hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel. And once again, thanks a lot, Netaliya, for coming.
Thank you so much.
And thank you guys.